Welcome everyone as we prepare for Shabbos, Parashat Beshalach, Shabbos Shira. Bnei Israel escaped from Mitzrayim and the Egyptians pursued after them and they went into the sea. They were totally destroyed. And the Jewish people, in a moment, thanksgiving burst forth from their lips. Az Yashir, one of the most famous psukim in that Shira, is the pasuk that says, Zeh keli v'yanveyu. This is my God and I will beautify him. Rashi comments that it says Zeh, that everybody, you could actually literally point and say, this is my God. You were so connected at that moment. The Mechilta says that the revelation at that moment was so great that even a maidservant's revelation was greater than the greatest of the prophets. Yechezkel. B'shmarla, the Mechilta asks, how can we beautify God? And he answers that we do it through beautifying the mitzvahs before him. The gemarah in Sotah Shabbos, Av Kuflam Gimel Beis 133b discusses this. It says, Tanya, Zeh keli v'yanveyu, learn the Bryce, this is my God and I will beautify him. Histel in front of mitzvahs, I'll make it beautiful in front of him, the mitzvahs. Also in front of sukkah na, make it beautiful. Sukkah, lulav na, shofar na, tzitzis na, sefer Torah na, all these different things I will do in front of him beautifully. For Chesiv boy Shmoy, I'll write the sefer Torah in his name. The Yoina, it's good ink, columnist na, beloved uman, beautiful quill, is a professional sofer. I'll wrap it in a beautiful silk covering. Aba Shaul adds, Amar Aba Shaul. V'anveyu means that you should be similar to him. Just as he is gracious and merciful, so too you should be gracious and merciful. Rashi explains, V'anveyu lashon v'aveyu ani v'hu, means I and him. That I will make myself like him to cleave to his ways. However, there's a gemarah in Sotah, it says almost exactly the same teaching as Aba Shaul. What does it mean when it says, the pasuk says in derive, that you should go after Hashem? Is it possible if somebody can go after the glory of God? It already says that Hashem is a consuming fire. So how do you follow Hashem? It means that you follow the traits of God. Just like he is Malva Shurumim, like the says, you're also going to be Malva Shurumim. Kadosh Baruch Hu visits the sick when he visited Avraham. You're also going to visit the sick. Kadosh Baruch Hu comforts the bereaved. Like it says that Hashem went to go to Yitzchak after Avraham passed away. You also will comfort the bereaved. Hashem buries the dead. The pasuk says that Hashem buried. You're also going to be kover mesim. So the question is, what is Aba Shaul adding over here? Why does he say almost exactly the same limud as the gemarah in Sotah, but from a totally different source? Tarjum will also ask this question, and he gives his own answer. Imagine you're crossing through the Yam Suf, and you see God, and you point to God, and you have this awesome moment of revelation, and you say, Zeh keli v'yanveyu, this is my God and I want to beautify him. And what are you thinking about? You're thinking about beautiful lulav, you're thinking about a beautiful pair of tzitzis. Those are all wonderful, fantastic things. But you would think that you would want maybe something a little bit more than that. So the answer is that the Ritva and the Shagas both say that Aba Shaul is not coming to argue on the previous part of the Brisa. He's coming to add another part of the Zeh keli v'yanveyu. This is my God and I will beautify him. There's one level of Zeh keli v'yanveyu. That is to take to every mitzvah. By beautifying the mitzvah, you're showing how dear and how close you want to be to Hashem. Aba Shaul is identifying an even higher level. Ani v'hu, I want to be exactly like Hashem. Whatever he does, that's what I want to do. He's compassionate, I want to be compassionate. He buries the dead, I want to bury the dead. I want to be just like him. Making the mitzvahs beautiful, that's one level. But the higher level is to make yourself beautiful. And when someone sees a Jew, they see the earthly manifestation of godliness itself. That's the highest level. It's an even higher level of Zeh keli v'yanveyu. Maybe that's when they pointed to the Hashem, Zeh keli v'yanveyu. Yes, they wanted to have in mind the beautiful sukkah too. But they said, I want to be just like that. I want to be a nivahu. I want to be that embodiment of God's glory on this earth. When someone sees me, they can say, this person is truly beautifying God. I think this is actually an open gemarah in the beginning of Nazir. In the beginning of Nazir, it talks about shortcuts and nicknames, that if I say a certain thing, Even though I don't specifically say that I want to become a Nazir, it's implied by that. One of the cases in the Mishnah is where a Nazir is present and you say, it says, I want to be beautiful. So the assumption is, I want to be beautiful like the Nazir is beautiful here. I want to be a Nazir as well. The gemarah pushes this off. And it says, no, maybe what it says when I want to be beautiful, what it really means, Dilma says the gemarah, it means that you want to be beautiful in front of him with a mitzvah. Tanya, like we learned, our pasuk in our Parashat, this is my God and I will beautify. So it means I will be beautiful. It means I will do the mitzvahs, that I will be beautiful. Not that my lulav will be beautiful. It's talking about this higher level, that I will be beautiful, that I myself will become beautiful. It's alluding to this higher level, that I will be beautiful, that I myself will be anivahu, that I will be embodiment of the beauty, bring beauty to Hashem by doing the mitzvahs. The gemarah in Sotah, when it talks about that's a more general commandment. You should be like God. But Aba Shaul is picking up another point over here. There's to beautify the mitzvahs by doing them beautifully, but then there's an even higher level where you yourself become beautified. That the mitzvahs beautify the Jew. And that's the highest level of all. To emulate God and to bring beauty to God's name. We should all reach this great level of glorifying God's name in ourselves. With this wonderful message, I wish everyone a fabulous Shabbos.